Welcome to another video by New Era Tourism and Events, and this time we're going to be talking the UK Theme Park Awards 2024. How cool is that? So let's do a quick introduction. Get ready. Now open. 22 categories, 38 parks up for awards. Get ready to be voting. So let's go through them all. How exciting is this? So then, like I say, we're going to go through them all. And we're going to let you know who we're going for and talk a little bit about them. So, as it says, voting is now open. So to vote for these, just go obviously to the ukthemeparkawards.com. It's actually the 5th year the British public are able to vote for the favourite UK theme parks in the national awards. So it says as mentioned, there's 22 categories this year, including Theme Park of the Year, Best Customer Service and Best Value. The new categories include Best Ride Storytelling, Best New Food or Retail Outlet, Best Theme Park Lodges or Clamping, Best Accessibility Initiative and Best Sustainability Initiative. So let's go through them all and let's see. So vote now. So the first one we've got is Theme Park of the Year, and that one's sponsored by ADIPS, Your Safety, Our Standards. Which do you think should be awarded Theme Park of the Year? So that one's between Alton Towers, Pleasure Beach, Blackpool, Chessington, Drayton Manor, Fantasy Island in Skegness, Gulliver's Kingdom and Gulliver's Theme Parks, Legoland Windsor, Paulton's Park, Thorpe Park and Westminster Safari Park. Now they all seem to have had a really good season. If I was biased, I would go for 2. Obviously, I absolutely adore Drayton Manor. I love Drayton Manor. I love what they've done with the Gold Rush roller coaster. I love the Air Raid ride. Absolutely adorable. Legoland, I love everything that they've got there as well. So it's between those two for me. I would probably go Drayton Manor. Okay then, so next one, Best New Attraction. That one is presented by Leaps. Which do you think is the best new attraction at a UK theme park in 2024? So this one, we've got Ghost Ship at Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach, Gold Rush at Drayton Manor. I've just seen the opening for that and I love that one. Hyperion at Thorpe Park. Obviously a lot of people are raving about that one, but it has had a lot of issues, but they're getting there with it now. Jeep Safari at Light Water Valley, Jolly Jockeys at Wicksteed Park. They have also one of those at Drayton Manor. Jumbo Jeeps at Westminster Safari Park, Minifigure Speedway at Legoland Windsor. Again, I was there for the opening as well. I do like that one. You got dual coaster. Yeah, that one's cool. Space, Ocean Beach Pleasure Park. Space Lagoon at Paulton's Park. Again, that's a new one. And Vertigo at Adventure Island. For me, I would need to go between, it's a hard one again. I'd need to go between Minifigure Speedway, because I do like that. That dual coaster is, because you don't know again, once you get on there, which coaster, you know, which one is going to win. Is it going to be the orange one? Is it going to be the blue one? And every single time you get on there, which one's going to win? It is awesome. And then got Hyperia. That one is, yeah, that's good. And then you got your Gold Rush. Again, they're good. Again, a family roller coaster. I don't know. If I could split my choice between the three, I would do. I think, I'm not sure, guys. I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure. I think on that one, I'm going to do the Coward's Way Out, because, but then I need to tell you, because that's part of this video, I think half my vote goes to Gold Rush, and half of it goes to Minifigure Speedway, because I can't divide. Minifigure Speedway. I'm gonna, because I've already voted for Drayton on the first one. I think for this one I'm gonna go Minifigure Speedway. But like I said, if I could divide my vote, I probably would have gone half for Gold Rush, half for Minifigure Speedway, because I do love both of those. So for that, Frontier Falls and Drayton Manor gets my vote. Okay, and the Wave at Drayton Manor, I'm thinking that it hasn't that much been reimagined. All it's changed is from standing up to sitting down. Not sure about your views on that one, guys. Okay then, so next one. Best theme park for families. And that one is by Benesses. And this one, it's saying, the family category, please consider the overall experience for visitors with children. So we've got quite a few categories on this one. So we've got Adventure Island, Alton Towers, Bewilderwood, Black Hand Chine, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Chessington, Creeley, Drayton Manor, Fancy Island, Flamingo Land, Gulliver's, Legoland, Paulton Park, Raw and Thorpe Park. So, we're looking like for families, so let's have a think about this. So, Adventure Island, Alton Towers, they've got a complete mixture of rides, and yeah, you can have it like for a complete day out. The only thing is restricting the hours. When you've got to, when normals have got to like pay up to about 60 minutes for a queue, and then like you've got shorter time because you're closing 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Bewilderwood, that's looking really exciting this year. Blackpool Pleasure Beach, yeah, quite a few good rides. You've got a couple short though. Chessington. You've got the you know, safari there and everything. So Creeley, again, I like Creeley. Drayton's Drayton. You've got so much to do there. Fantasy Island, you know, you can do your shopping while you're walking around and going on your rides and everything. Flamingo Land, again, brilliant. Gulliver's, so much to do again. Legoland, wow. Paulton's, again, I do like that one. Raw, not so familiar with, and Thorpe. Thorpe is aimed more towards your older ones rather than your younger ones. So I'm thinking for a family, I would more, for our choice, I would more go towards, I'm not so sure, guys. For us, I'm thinking more towards Chessington World of Adventures, because we do like it there. Okay then, so best theme park for toddlers. So, which do you think is the best theme park for toddlers? So we've got CBeebies Land with Alton Towers. Again, great big area. You've got like your 10 years of it being CBeebies Land this year there, and they have put on an event to mark that occasion. You've got Bewilderwood. Again, I'm not that much familiar with it, but I'm getting a couple of emails through, and what I am getting, it's looking really exciting. Black Chine, again, I'm not that much familiar. Blackpool Pleasure Beach with Nickelodeon Land, what I am getting, you know, looking good. Camel Creek Family Adventure Park, yep, that looks good. Chessington, of course, with Chessington, again, you've got your mixture of rides. Creeley with Sooty Land, that is, I do like it down there. You know, they've got a lovely area with Sooty and Sooty shows and everything. Drayton Manor with Thomas Land. In case you don't know, guys, I'm a big kid at heart. This year I spent a significant birthday at Thomas Land. Instead of having a grown-up birthday, I spent it at Thomas Land. So, yeah. Gulliver's Theme Parks. Legoland with Jupo Valley. Peppa Pig World, Paulton's Park. Pettites, again we're not being there. Raw. Sundown Adventureland and Twin Lakes. So for us, it's got to be Thomas Land, because I'll never forget this year, Drayton Manor, they made my birthday and it was good. I even ended up with a birthday cake in Thomas Land. So, next, best theme park for thrills, and that is sponsored by Cinematic. So, here, like, you're thinking about your bigger rides, your bigger attractions. So you've got Adventure Island, Alton Towers. So you've got your things like your Smiler, your Wicker Man, 13, Runaway Mine Train, your Nemesis, yeah. You got Blackpool Pleasure Beach. We went for the closing of the Grand Prix. We also saw the 100th year of the big one's birthday. Yeah, we enjoyed doing all those there. Drayton Manor. You've got your different big ones there as well. And I love the air raid. Fantasy Island. Flamingo Land. Oakwood Theme Park. And Thorpe Park. Well, I love Stealth, Nemesis Inferno and whatever. To be totally honest with you, the best theme park for thrills, I'm going to go for Thorpe Park, because that's where all your big roller coasters are, and you know, you've got your Hyperia, Nemesis, your Stealth, your Colossus. Within a few yards, that's where you've got all your roller coasters. So yeah, I'm going to go for Thorpe Park. So well done, Thorpe Park. Next one, best theme park with animals. Which of these is the best theme park with animals? Chessington World of Adventures, Drayton Manor, Drillers Park, Flamingo Land, Folly Farm, Paulton's Park, The Big Sheep, or West Midlands Safari Park. I would like to have seen one in here, but I suppose it doesn't come underneath a theme park, I suppose, and that is Longleat. So I'd like to see them get some rides, because you know there's so much to do. Yeah, I'd love to see them getting some rides, Longleat. Anyway, I'm just dreaming on there. So with animals, I'm going to go for Drayton Manor. I do like it around there. Best seaside park, and this is by universal verification, and one of the guys that won that is Neil, so hi Neil. So Adventure Island, Barry Island, Black Gang Chime, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Breen Park, Clapton Pier, Clarence Pier, Cadonis and Aberdeen, Dreeland Margate, Fancy Island, Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach, Harbour Park, Ocean Beach Pleasure Park, Pleasurewood Hills, and Southport Pleasureland. Out of these, I'm going to go for Cadonis in Aberdeen. Again, so much to do. There's quite a lot of attractions, and yeah, definitely recommend it. If you've not been up there, definitely recommend going. It's actually on the seafront in Aberdeen, and yeah, definitely love Cadonis. Best Ride Storytelling by the Business Creative. Which of these do you think is the best ride storytelling? Flight of the Sky Lion at Legoland, Gangster Granny the Ride at Alton Towers, Nemesis Reborn at Alton Towers, The Curse at Alton Manor, The Gruffalo River Ride at Chessington, The Haunting at Drayton Manor, The Walking Dead ride at Thorpe Park, Viola at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Wallace and Gromit's Thriller-matic at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, or The Wicker Man at Alton Towers. To me, I disagree with The Wicker Man being in this category, because it's not really a story. So yeah, sorry guys on this one. To me, I would say looking at it all, Flight of the Sky Lion at Legoland. I think that is the best storytelling at a theme park, and it's quite a story to be told when you go in there. So yeah, Flight of the Sky Lion. There's always a story to be told from that ride. Okay then, so best accessible initiative. told to put. So, as you know, I fall within the accessible disability field. So, yeah, this is an interesting one to be looking at here. And I've seen quite a bit of the work that these guys have all put together. So, yeah, I kind of like give you a little bit about the background of this one. The Accessibility Day Planner at Thorpe Park, that was put together by Kate McBurney. There isn't anybody that works in accessibility at Thorpe Park. That is actually done by Kate. So, yeah, she tries to put together Alton Towers and Thorpe Park. So she does do quite well, Kate does. So the Accessibility Day Planner at Thorpe Park, like I said, that was put together by Kate. The CBeebies Land Sensory Space at Alton Towers, again, looking really good. And yeah, meant to be going to see that sometime, but it is looking, from what the pictures that I'm seeing, looking really good. So again, well done to her. Changing Places facilities at Camel Creek Adventure Park. Again, this is like looking at kind of like the picture that I'm seeing here. It's kind of like looking at like a standard sort of like changing facility that we would expect to see from a theme park, that kind of thing. One of the best ones I have seen this year has been Warwick Castle. I know they're not on here, but I'm just thinking, and also another one, Thorpe Park. If you go and have a look at the one at Thorpe Park, that is like amazing, and I feel that that should have been in here as well, but unfortunately hasn't been put in. But the one at Camel Creek, yeah, fine. Looking like they're going in the right direction. Magic on Tour, Merlin Entertainments. Of course, they've got the fundraising from Merlin Entertainments, which you actually go out to different places to obviously people that can't go to the theme parks. They bring the magic to different places, like children in hospital, that kind of thing. They bring the magic to them. So that's where the money from the Merlin magic making goes. So that's that one. The Raw inclusive video. Again, standard video, sort of like showing what they actually do regarding accessibility. I've not actually seen the video on that, but I'm sort of like saying, you know, it would be the standard video, sort of like showing what they actually do. The sensory guide at Legoland. Again, I've seen all the work on that sensory guide. I've seen all the bits that they've put all together. They've spent so much time on putting on that guide together, and yeah, it's phenomenal. It really is really good. I'm really impressed with it all. At Legoland, they have their own sensory team. They also have a department, and you can be given a telephone number as well when you're actually at Legoland. So if you need any help at all with disability while you're there, you can ring that telephone number and they will actually come and advise you. They will come and help you if you need help with disability. If you've got a problem with like your mobility scooter being stuck, or if any help with disability whatsoever, they will come and help you. They'll come and advise. They've got a sensory room as well. Legoland are really spot on, absolutely spot on regarding their sensory and disability. sensory guide at Thorpe Park. Again, the sensory guide is the same thing as the accessory day planner. This is something that Kate has put together. She has put a lot of work into it. I feel from Thorpe Park's way though that they do need to be doing a little bit more, because the last time we went, all we kept getting was, if you need any help, go to customer services underneath the hub. When we went, we found the biggest queuing outside to get the ride access pass. There were people in that queue that should never have been stood in that queue, never been stood in that queue. And yeah, definitely they need more help at Thorpe Park, they really do. Sign Live at Merlin Entertainments, that's to do with like the deaf and everything, and you signing everything, that looks really good. The sports and only sessions at Umbrella Park, that looks really good as well. Totally sensory space at Legoland, again what I was saying about your sensory rooms and things like that. Again, like I was saying, Legoland completely spot on. While I'm on that discussion, you've got the sensory space at Alton Towers. In that subject, I have currently logged on a couple of days ago to the ride access, and I found that we're actually on the top premium for annual pass holders. I actually found that there's no ride access pass available to book for either any July, any August. You can book for September, but after that you can't book for any October. I think there was a little bit for November, and then that was it. But I think they do need to sort of like do a little bit more work to show, okay, you've got your top passes, you need to be able to match your ride access pass with it to what actually category you're actually in, and they're not actually doing that in the minute. So it's okay like giving these top facilities, but you need to match with it. Sorry, now stop rattling on regarding that. But my vote for this one, I reckon it's got to be the sensory guide at Legoland. But my last thing on this one, I would like to see parks doing more towards sensory, towards disability, and inclusive, you know, inclusive. Okay then, so moving on. Best Sustainability Initiative by Tailor Made Designs. Which do you think is the best sustainability initiative at a theme park? So we have beach cleans at Adventure Island, beach cleans at Fantasy Island, going green at Greenwood, Green by Nature at the Big Sheep, Green Dragon Roller Coaster at Greenwood, Paulton's Promise at Paulton's Park, Raw Charging at Merlin Entertainment with the electric cars, Reusable Cups at Drayton Manor, Reverse Vending Machine at Merlin Entertainment, and your Solo Splash at Greenwood. The beach cleans are like really, really good. The Green Dragon Roller Coaster, great. The reusable cups, they're good, but again, I know it's not a theme park, but we actually went to a race course this year, and while we was actually there, they were using these reusable cups, but they wasn't letting them take nobody was allowed to take them out of the gates. The reason being, they were getting people to put them in like the reusable bins, to be washed again, obviously properly and everything, and then they could be reused again. With Drayton Manor, people are allowed to take them home. Trouble is, because people are forgetting them, more's being used. So they're not being reused in a properly way. They are when people are there for the day, but they're not when people are having to buy more. So maybe a suggestion for Drayton Manor, maybe if they were to get people to leave cups at the end of the day and then put them, you know, for them to get washed properly and everything, and then put back in, yeah, and then the usual things like that, because this is where obviously that initiative can come in. So my vote for this would be a reverse vending machine at Merlin Entertainment. Those are being supplied by Coca-Cola, and it is a really good initiative. Right, next one. Best new event at Pure Entertainment Group. Which do you think is the best new event at the UK theme park? So we've got Alton After Dark, Bing's Sleepover at Gulliver's Land, CBeebies Land 10-year celebration, Fiesta of the Dead at Blackdown Chime, Ibiza Sunset Party at Flamingo Land, Land of Lights at Gulliver's World, Nemesis Reborn VIP event at Alton Towers, Ninjas Unite at Legoland, Vampire Behind the Scenes tour at Chessington, Vikings Festival at Drayton Manor. Okay then, so let's break this one down. We didn't go to the Alton After Dark event, unfortunately, but we did see After Dark with other events that we went to. Nighttime at Alton Towers does look great. Sorry, we didn't see the Bing Sleepover. CBeebies Land 10-year celebration. Again, I have mentioned that event earlier on. It's brilliant that they're doing that, and they are marking that occasion. Fiesta of the Dead at Blackdown Chime, that looks absolutely amazing. Ibiza Sunset Party, again, apologise, didn't see that. Land of Lights at Gulliver's World, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. That was part of our tour that we do like each year, and that was amazing. Nemesis Reborn VIP event. I kind of feel that event should not be part of this vote, unless they're selling tickets to the public on here, because with it being a Nemesis VIP event, it's kind of, the voting's open to the public, yet the event is private. So it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of like contradicting. It's a public voting, but it's a VIP event. So it's a private event, public voting. So it's kind of, yeah, if you know what I'm saying. Ninjas Unite, we was at that event, that was great. VIP's Behind the Scene tour, again, another event that you needed to pay for, but they sold tickets to that event. Vikings Festival at Drayton Manor. So I feel with that one, I'm going to go for the Land of Lights at Gulliver's World, and that was absolutely amazing. I definitely recommend that. We're booked onto it again for this year. They do that in Milton Keynes, and I think it's Wigan they do it as well, and definitely recommend it. Next one, Best New Entertainment. That's from Tag Life. So, Blast Off, a space rocket adventure at Paulton's Park. Blurry Live in CBeebies Land. BMX Extreme Stunt Show at Creeley. Captain Bedbeard and the Legend of the Golden Cutters at Legoland. That was good. Enchanted Hollow at Chessington. That was good. Legend of Hyperia Flight to Fearless at Thorpe Park. That was good. Playtime with Bing and Flop, Gulliver's Land. Seatopia at Chessington World of Adventures. Stitches at Thorpe Park. And the Flinks at Alton Towers. Quite a lot of competition there, guys. I'm thinking, I don't know, sport for choice. Love the Enchanted Hollow because I love like the knocking on the doors. Loved how they'd done it all out for the Easter. Loved how they'd done it all out for the Christmas. Loved the dancing for the Hyperia. Loved the Stitches. Thought Park had what's them on the front, but I didn't get to go in. And I loved the Flinks. Do you know what, guys? I'm going to go for the Flinks at Alton Towers because I actually loved that. I really did like that. Best theme park map. Alton Towers. Blackgang Chime. Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Chessington World of Adventures. Drayton Manor. Flamingo Land. Legoland Windsor. Pleasure Beach Hills. Thorpe Park and Wicksteed. I'm going to go for Thorpe Park. I know he has put a lot of work into it, so well done, Jack. My vote goes for you at Thorpe Park. Best no food or retail outlet. So you've got Boulevard Bites at Thorpe Park, Bunker 94 at Alton Towers, Cloud9 Treats at Thorpe Park, Garden Cafe at Wicksteed, Generator Refueling at Alton Towers, Grenade Central at Paulton's Park, Emporium at Thorpe Park, Juiced Up at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Mexico Kitchen at Chessington, or Spice Kitchen at Thorpe Park. I think the only one that we've tried is Boulevard Bites at Thorpe Park. It's got to be that one. Next, best theme park lodges or clamping by Litchfields. Creeley Lodges at Creeley, Enchanted Village at Alton Towers, Exploring Clamping at Chessington, Clamping Pods at Twin Lakes, Gulliver's Lodges at Gulliver's World, Holiday Homes at Fantasy Island, Safari Lodges at Westminster Safari Park, Stargazing Pods at Alton Towers, Wild Acre Village at Sundown Adventureland, or Woodland Village at Legoland. I think it's got to be Woodland Village at Legoland because they look absolutely amazing. Definitely do. Most missed attraction from the past, Brave New Beast. Eclipse at Drayton Manor, Black Hole at Alton Towers, Bubbleworks at Chessington World of Adventures. That has actually been replaced now with a Gruffalo ride. Corkscrew at Alton Towers, the original Corkscrew. Loggers Leap at Thorpe Park, Pirate Adventure at Drayton Manor, could something like that be coming back? Keep posted. Monsters of Revenge at Chessington World of Adventure. That's similar to Ripsaw, it looks like. Ripsaw at Alton Towers. The Ultimate at Light Valley, the wooden roller coaster, and the Thunderloop at Alton Towers. I think I'm going to go for the Corkscrew, because I absolutely love that Corkscrew, and it was like the first roller coaster I actually went on. So definitely. Best customer service by Rose Events. Adventure Island, Alton Towers, Bewilderwood, Blackdown Chine, Pleasure Beach, Chessington, Creeley, Drayton Manor, Gulliver's, Paulton's Park. Drayton Manor, you've definitely got it. I absolutely love you guys to bits. And they do so much for us that they are absolutely outstanding. They deserve it. Best Value Theme Park by Simmox, Play Your Way. Venture Island, Alton Towers, Blackdown Chine, Pleasure Beach, Creeley, Drayton Manor, Fantasy Island, Gulliver's, Paulton's Park, Pleasurewood Hills. Again, Drayton Manor, you've got it. Best social media content that the park's actually done, and it's recognised online through social media platforms including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Adventure Island, Alton Towers, Blackdown Chine, Pleasure Beach, Chessington, Drayton Manor, Legoland, Paulton's Park, Thorpe Park, West Midlands Safari Park. Sorry guys, Drayton Manor. Best marketing campaign by Agility that the park has actually done. Alton Towers 2024 TV advert. Big Easy Boulevard at Thorpe Park. Frontier Falls, Drayton Manor. Hyperia with Thorpe Park. Legoland Windsor 2024 TV advert. Minifigure Speedway, Legoland Windsor. Nemesis Reborn, Alton Towers. Super Sock Party, Bewilderwood. Spookfest at Creeley, or The Wave at Drayton Manor. For this one, Minifigure Speedway at Legoland. Content Creator of the Year. Do you enjoy the blogs, photos, videos or podcasts produced by one of the content creators below? So here, got all different ones here. So the choice is Amy and Mel, Chessington Buzz, Coaster Crazy, Coaster Tog, Cupcakes and Coasters, Diary of Roller Coaster Girl, Digital Dan, Dominic Gardner, Emily Louise, Lift Hills and Thrills, Off the Tracks, Stan Cartello, Sophie Park Adventures, Jack Stilston, Theme Park Infinity, Theme Park Worldwide, Thrill Picks, Thrill Riders, UK Theme Parks, Your Experience Guide. For me, my choice is between 3 and 4. So, for me, I will go between Amy and Mel, Theme Park Insanity, Jack Stilston, and UK Theme Parks. But the one that I would choose, going down to 2, Theme Park Insanity and Amy and Mel. So it's definitely between them two, and I would go for Theme Park Insanity. So that completes all of my votes for this year from us. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and thumbs up if you have, like, subscribe, and until the next time, enjoy guys, bye for now.